Now, a recent impressive addition to the shop fronts in Park Street is Mazon Interiors. And a little peek through the shop window there reveals just some beautiful layouts and interiors. And frankly, I just want to move in there. But the next best thing was to meet with Joanne Layzell, who manages the shop, has given me a lovely tour and has agreed to tell us a bit about her business here. So firstly, welcome, Joanne, to Life in Lem.
Hello there.
So we're sat in your upstairs office cum studio area, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you got started here. But firstly, tell us a bit about what is Mazon.
So Mazon has come from Mazon Flooring, which my colleague Alex has run for around the last 8 or 9 years. And because on a lot of his projects where he works with the same people, they've approached him asking for kitchens, bathrooms, bedrooms. He saw a niche out there where people really were looking for someone reliable and, with lots of different suppliers available, and to be able to offer the full package to the client.
So it's from a need that already was there that you thought, we can do something about that.
Yes, exactly.
So I've alluded to the fact that your showroom is rather beautiful here. Would you like to, because it doesn't really come across too well on audio, would you like to just describe what you've got in your showroom here, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've tried to make it like a townhouse. So when you enter into the showroom, we've got a beautiful bespoke sofa. We've got the media wall, fireplace, lots of beautiful storage. It's very lighting heavy. So we've gone for really different mood lighting in here. We've got a fully functioning kitchen where we will be doing demonstrations and things like that with clients. And then we've got a dining space. So if they are eating with us or having lunch, then it's a space that we can cater for them. Then we go on to the flooring space. We've then got a stunning bathroom fully equipped with Japanese toilet. And then outside we have an asado grill and fully functioning kitchen in that space as well. And then upstairs we have a walk-in wardrobe, space for clothes, etc. And then, as you say, the space that we're in, which is my design studio.
I mean, all it needs is a bed, and you could literally move in. It must be tempting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you mentioned kitchens and bathrooms before, the sorts of things that were emerging as needs. Do you have like an ideal sort of project that really is your sweet spot?
We're really open to really having a conversation with every individual that thinks that we might fit the bill for them. So we might have a client that just wants a downstairs WC or something small. And we might also have a client who is, looking at a potential extension or a complete refurb within the home. So it's really about having a conversation and seeing if there is a fit with us and the client and working out the best way forward on each particular project.
You've got all sorts of materials here, all sorts of samples of surfaces and what have you here. In terms of where someone's at in their thinking, do you like to have a client that comes in with a blank piece of paper and says, I've got this room, I've got no idea how to do it? Or is it good if they've got some vision of themselves that you can help sort of bring to life for them?
To be honest, it makes it more interesting if I get both, because for me, it's all about the personality. When I'm working with a client on their home, it could be a 2-year project, and you've got to get along with them, I think, is the key part of it. Some clients will come in and say, Joanne, please take control. These are a couple of items of furniture we like, the rest is down to you. Other people I encourage to do Pinterest boards, to bring samples of fabrics or anything, and I honestly say to them, we've got a WhatsApp group there. If you see something at 12 o'clock at night, then just send it to me, because I might not reply there and then. But it's really about trying to get their excitement on the project as much as mine. And really, everyone works totally differently, and I would like to think that I'm good at adapting to each individual to really get the best result, which is what we're all looking for in the end.
And it's always a balance, I guess, isn't it? Because part of your advantage is for someone that hasn't got a lot of time, you can take on getting them a momentum in the project and getting it running, managing it. But equally, I guess if it's a collaborative project where you're both involved in the thinking and the creativity, that's the most satisfying for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And we have clients that will be time poor, so we have to work evenings with them or potentially on weekends. So we try and be flexible where possible. And yeah, if we can get a client really excited about their kitchen or their bathroom, then that makes it even more exciting for me, I think. So yeah.
And I mean, you clearly love doing this. I can see the smile on your face as we're talking. How did you get into this line of work, and you know what thrills you about doing this?
So my dad taught me on squared paper a very long time ago how to design, and he built his own home and always showed me how to change, you know, designs and different things. And about 15 years ago, was in a position to be able to go to the KLC School of Design in Chelsea in London, and did a very intensive interior design course, which really fired things up. And then I started to do my own projects, so buying apartments in East Sussex in Hove and just completely renovating them. And then it all came down to how the kitchens and the bathrooms and the decor that went in there, that I found, you know, made it very profitable because people didn't have the time or the vision. And I've never looked back. You know, I absolutely love it. Like you say, I don't stop smiling. I've been designing this morning, which is probably 5% of my actual job, because the ordering and the organising is majority of it. But I just take such thrill out of everything I do. So I'm incredibly lucky, really.
And I noticed, you know, I looked through your window a couple of times, but I also noticed that there's a little sign on there that says your appointments only, so you can't just barge in and start walking around.
So the reason for it initially has been, as you know, it's a shop space, it's a showroom. We really want to give our clients, you know, 100% when they come in. So it will be an appointment service where they come in. We will have 2 to 3 hours, or like yesterday, we did pizza in our brilliant pizza oven for a client. They were here for 3 hours while we took through their kitchen. It just isn't a comfortable space to have other people wandering around at that time. Having said that, we've been open probably 3 or 4 weeks, and we have window guilt where we keep seeing people at the window. So when we catch their eye, we'll pop out and say hello, and we've been inviting people in. I know my colleague Alex on the flooring side has probably seen 3 or 4 people today because he's been working downstairs. We've certainly been doing the Saturday door open policy because there's so many people around. We'll try not to have clients on those particular days because it's great for people to come in, have a wander, see what we do, and meet the team. And we really want to make it clear to people that we can do everything from kitchens, bathrooms, walk-in wardrobes, any carpentry, flooring, lighting, panelling. Bring us a job and we will certainly look at it.
Right, so there's a good chance you could rock up on a Saturday and come in and have a look around. But you mentioned pizza just now. You're planning events here as well, aren't you?
Absolutely. So we also, we're keen networkers, and we also want it to be a space where other interior designers or architects can potentially bring clients, because we believe a space like this really warrants people. And it's great if an architect that we're working on a project wants to come in and have a meeting here. Yeah, we think it really runs along nicely alongside what we do. So we'll sort of continue doing that.
Fantastic. So if if you have a project yourself that you want to come and talk to Joanne and the team about, that's great. But actually, if you're someone else involved in the property business, it's architects, craftspeople, landscapers, you name it, they should all perhaps reach out as well, because you're interested in making contact with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're new to Leamington, we're always looking to network with local suppliers and craftsmen, like you say. So, yeah.
So if someone who's listening now goes, you know what, yes, we should get in touch with Joanne, have an opening conversation and, see where that takes us. What's the best way for them to set that up with you?
Either contact us so our website has got all our contact details. There's an inquiry form on there. There's loads of projects. There's lots of information. You can either, drop us a message. I can give you a call. We can talk through things, or you can just arrange for an appointment to come into the showroom and come and have a coffee with us and have a wander around and see the space and, really get a feel for that interaction, which we are trying to get across to people.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Joanne, for showing me around Mazon today and for talking to us about what you do here. It really is a lovely space for anyone who wants to sit down and start to plan how they want to enhance their own home. So I'd just like to add my welcome to you to joining us here in Leamington, and I wish you a host of really lovely, interesting projects for 2026. Happy New Year.
And to you.